Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is going to be a look back on an interesting archive system that I've used quite a bit, but I haven't shown it in quite a long time. So this is another one where we're making the 7 our friend. So we did a couple of videos last week. We did an introduction on the various ways to make the 7 our friend. Then we did a second video that showed some of those components. So I'm going to follow that up with another basic strategy before we jump back to roulette and some other things for the next few videos. I wanted to show you guys this one because it's so simple. All right. So this is another 7 is your friend, but this is an actual strategy. So here's how it works. We'll do this at the $50 level. Okay. And you can do this all the way down to, we'll do it at the $10 level. We'll say we're on bubble craps. How's that? So we'll just do this, and you can do this at the $5 level. It doesn't really matter. We'll do it at the 5. Here we go. So we're going to automatically, before the puck even comes out, lay $5 on the 4. Okay? Or whatever amount you want. You could do this all the way up to $100 on the 4, depending on your bankroll. We're going to roll. The point is established. Now we're going to do another lay bet against the point number. So we're laying the 4, and you can do the 10 or the 4, either one. You can bounce it back and forth if you find that there's more of one of them coming out. Whatever you want to do, it's the same odds. So we're laying the 4 pre-flop. Listen to me like I'm playing Texas Hold'em. Point being established, the come out roll. And then when the point's established, then you're going to lay against that. Now, there are some people, when we used to play this, they used to say they didn't want to lay if the 6 or the 8 was the point. Here's the argument against that statement. The 7 is still favored versus the 6 and the 8. Okay? So no matter what, it's still favored. Now, if you want to, when it's a 6 or an 8, that's the point, pick up the 5 or the 9 instead, that's fine, But the way that this system is normally played, it's the 4 and then lay against the point. And here we go. And we're looking for a 7, obviously. Okay. So the 5 was knocked off. So we lost money because the point was made, but we still have our 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up. We're going to go up a unit, but not until the point is established. So this is working, obviously, right now. That bet is working. All right, so the point is an 8. So now we're going to add 5 to the 4, and we're going to put $10 lay against the 8 now, because we're at level 2. And there we go, right? There we go. So we got paid on both bets. All right. So, and remember, when you lay against the 4 and the 10, you're getting half. So you made $5 here, but you made more than that on the 8 because the 8 and the 7 are closer in terms of the amount of combinations. The combinations to make an 8 and the combinations to make the 7 are only one difference. So we're going to drop back down right away after that win, back to our base bet. All right? So here we go. Oh, and if you want to see where we're at, here's where we're at. We're up $7 already, all right? So now we restart, and again, you can take the 4 or you can take the 10, whichever one you want. We'll just stay with the 4 on the come out roll. And here we go again. It's the 8. So we're going to lay on the 8. And we're looking for the 7 as fast as possible. And there it is. Okay? So we made money again. We're going to come down on the 8. We're up money again. Look, we're up like $14 already, right? So here we go. And if these were $25 chips, what would we be up then? Not so bad, huh? All right, so let's lay on the 4 again. That time we got knocked off, right? So this time what we're going to have to do is we're going to go up one level on the 4. And since the 4 is the point as well, we'll just pick up the 5. How's that? I normally would pick up the 5 or the 9. We'll pick up the 9, and it'll be for $10 because we got knocked off. So we're going to ladder up on both. And now we need a 7. And there it is. Okay? And we ladder back down as fast as possible. Take down the 9. We're resetting. Go back to the, back to your base $5 bet. We're up about $20 right now. And there's an instant 7 on the come out, so we won again there. That's another $5. And there's another 7 come out, and we made money again. So now we're way above $20. We're in profit. And there's our 5. There's the 5 as the point, so we're going to lay on the 5, and here we go. And there's the 7 again. Okay? So let's reset, pull that off, and let's see where we're at. We're up $30, right? $30 using $5 units. So I guess I'll show it to you the other way now. So if you want to switch to the 10, you can switch to the 10, and now we're laying against the 10. And the 7 came out again, and we made money. So it didn't matter whether we were on the 4 or the 10, the 7 came out. So here we go. Oh, look at that. So we would have lost there because if we were laying on the 4, the point came as a 4, we would have lost. So that was a nice little switch. So now we're going to lay against the point. So now we're laying against the 4 and the 10. We're looking for a 7. There's a 9. And we lost our 10 lay. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace it and go up a level. And we're going to go up a level on the other bet too, on the 4. And now we're looking for the 7 out. And there it is. All right? So let's take this 4 down. And we'll go back to our base bet on the 10. And we're up over $35 right now. Okay, points in 8. Let's lay on the 8. And we lost our 10. So we're going to lay back on the 10, but we're going to go up to level 2. You know, here's the thing too. Let me explain this. We've been going up immediately on the loss, right? You don't have to automatically go up. We're up money right now. We're up $30 right now. We don't have to ladder up if we're up. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. This time we're not going to ladder up. And it was a good move because guess what? We just got knocked off the 10 again. So this time we are going to ladder up on both. And here we go. 12. And there's the 7. So that was a good move. Pull the 8 down. And go back down to the base bet. And we're up $33. We're up $36 basically. Okay, 9 is the point. Let's now add the lay bet on the 9. That's a 6, doesn't matter. And there's the 7. And here we go. So I hope you guys like this. This is another way of approaching the 7 as your friend. Right? This is another way of approaching it. We're laying on the 4 or the 10 before we get a point. And then we're also laying against the point. So this is something I didn't show in those 2 videos, but this is a solid strategy. And really what you're doing is you're looking at the combinations versus the 7, right? So when we start out like here on the 4 or the 7, right? There's not as many ways to make the 4 or the 7 as there is, the 4 or the 10 as there is the 7, right? So you're in the driver's seat for the 7. Then what's happening is that after a point is established, you're picking up that second number against the 7 as well. Okay, so let's do it one more time. We're up over $40 right now just playing $5 bets. So let's do it again. There's a 5. And there's the 7 again, right? So how do you win here? You win by the 7s outpacing the 4 and the 10. Obviously outpacing whatever the point number is, but that's random, right? That's different every time. But if the 7s are outpacing the 4 or the 10, whichever one you're using, most of the time you're going to be winning in this scenario, right? So once again, let's take that down. And this time we'll switch back to the 4. And watch, this will probably be a bad decision. But we're going to switch back to the 4, right? We're up almost 50 bucks. And right away we got knocked off the 4. That's funny. Okay, we're not going up. We're in profit. Why are we going to go up? So we're going to go back on the 4 for 5, and then we're going to pick up a second number. We'll pick up the 9. There we go. And we're looking for the 7 again. All right, this time we got knocked off the 9. So we're going to replace it and go up a level on both. And we got knocked off the 4, right? We got knocked off the 4. So let's see where we're at. We're still up $30. So what we can do is just go back out without going up a level. And we can just stay at level 2 if we want on the 4. All right, 8 is the point. And again, some people don't like to lay against the 6 or the 8. All right, we're going to lay against the 8. And we're on level 2 now, right? And we're looking for a 7 out. And there's the 8. So we did get knocked off the 8, right? So we're not replacing the 8 because this is a come out roll. We're just going to stay at level 2 on the 4. All right, the 10 is the point. And if we wanted to, we'll just stay at the same level. We could get aggressive and go up because we got knocked down twice. So you probably would be going up to level 3. We'll just stay at level 2. And we'll pick up the 5. All right. What happened there was the point was made. So the 5 is no longer the point. So we're going to come off that. And we're just going to play the 4, and we're going to wait for the point. Okay, the 8 is the point. We'll just play the 8. And we're looking for the 7 still. All right, we lost on the 4. So now we are going to have to go up. And you can see how the point of this video is to show you the flexibility. You don't have to go up after every single hit. We probably should have gone up, but we didn't, right? So we were up probably close to $40. At the moment, we're down a little bit. We're still looking for the 7 out. All right, we got knocked off the 8. Okay, so let's go up 1 unit. And now at least you're seeing us getting pushed a little bit, right? And that happens. That's a 12. That's an 8. All right, so what are we at here? $20. So we'll lay on the 8. Some people would not want to do that, but it's up to you. I'm just showing you the flexibility in this video, right? That's all I'm showing you. And there's the 7. So where are we at? Let's figure out where we're at. All right, we're back up. We're back up to a little under $20 now. So I wouldn't stay up at level 3. I would either drop back down to the base, because you see how easy it is to make money with this, or you can drop 1 level to level 2, right? So I'm going to show it from the beginning one more time for this video. This time we'll take the 10, and we'll just drop back down to the base. We're not even going to go down to level 2. We're just going to drop to the base. 6 is the point. We'll pick up the lay bet on the 6. And we're looking for a 7 out. Whoops, what happened there? There it is. All right, so when that happens, we remove the point number, what was the point number, and we're back at $25 already. You see how you can automatically go straight back down to the base if you want, or you can ladder up and down. Either way, it doesn't matter. So this is basically the 4 with the point, lay system. Okay, this is so simple to do. You can do this for any amount of money. So if you're at Bubble Craps, you literally could be starting this bet with, let's say, $3 here, which is usually the bottom of the barrel, right? Like this. And then when the point's established, put the same $3 over there. But you can play this, and I played this at the big boy level, and you can do this. You can play this with a quarter or $50 like this. So there's $50 there, right? And then you would lay against the 6 like this. But you have to have enough bankroll. And there's, look at that. Right away, the 7 comes out. And we win on both. And you're done. You see how quickly you can make the money there. All right, but you got to have the bankroll. Because sometimes you are going to get knocked off, and sometimes you are going to have to go up the ladder a little bit. So you have to be able to survive. If you're doing this with $3 to $5 bets, you don't need a big bankroll. But if you want to do this at the quarter level or above, you're going to have $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000. More than what you probably will need on a regular standard session. But you always want to have more bankroll than you need when it comes to craps. That's my way of playing anyway. If I'm going to play at the big boy level, if I think I need $2,000, I'm going to have $4,000 in my pocket. If it's a $1,500 system, I'm probably going to have $3,000 in my pocket, even if I only get $1,500 in chips to start with. So this is a great way of making the 7 your friend. And I'm going to tell you this. We have something coming in June that's going to have a spreadsheet and has incredible math using lay bets. I'm not going to talk too much about it here in May until we get closer to the action, but it's one of the best performing systems and has incredible money management, totally different than what I'm showing you here, and a lot of other bells and whistles that make it one of my go-to systems. And that's going to be available in June. And our team is already using it, and I've been playing it for a long time live on Bubble Craps and on the regular table. So you'll be able to get your hands on the spreadsheet and lots of other goodies in June. That'll be coming then. You'll hear more about it when we get closer. So that is the 4 plus the point lay system. Haven't shown it in a long time. Hope you guys like it. It's an absolute winner because of the 7s usually outpacing every other number. And that's a math-based scenario, not some crystal ball prediction. All right, that's it. We'll see you on the next video. Take it easy, guys. And if you're not a member of CruzCasinoMafia.com, I don't know what you're waiting for. Over 700 pro systems instantly at your disposal. Videos, PDFs, money management tutorials that you haven't seen anywhere else. And you're always going to get a discount on any of the paycheck one-off systems, the pro-level paycheck systems that come out here and there throughout the year. You're never going to pay full price for those. You're always going to get a discount. And an advance warning when they're coming out. So we'll see you on the next video. If you're not a member, you're going to want to become a member. And at the very least, please help us out, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.